yesterday afternoon, I was sitting, what do you call that place? Tanforan in the city. And I saw how many people bought Michael Jordan shoes yesterday. I'm sitting there going, they're walking in there with money out of shoe boxes almost. 250, 265. There was one, the Michael Jordan gold, an Air gold thing with just a little gold stripe around it. It's $300. And then I go over here on San Pablo this morning and I saw those same shoes standing on the corner. You know, you're laughing, but you ask yourself, where are our priorities?
Yeah, exactly. We can make the media follow us.
Yeah, my neighbor, God bless his heart, he's a real jackass. He is. He's got an 85 Buick with the big wheels on it. He's going to spend $10,000 on it. He's 22 years old.
Oh, jeez.
He works and lives for this car. So I said to him one day, I said, if you really want to have a nice car, give yourself a little bit of an education. Take 2 semesters and go to city college, county college, wherever you want to go. I said, then you can buy 10 of them damn things. He said, but I have this one. This is what I want, I have this one. And this is where we got to get out of that whole rut, that I call it an abyss. Everybody know what an abyss is. It's deep, dark, and there ain't no end to it. You know. So this is what I'm preaching with this book right here. And people don't like it because, you know, it just really, you know, it really opens your mind. It says people will now carry just about everything they could imagine into the workplace. This is about the winds of change. Okay. And the book goes on to say, people are arming themselves to go to the workplace right now. They're locking and unlocking the steering wheels with some kind of device where we didn't see that for years instead of the embargo, oil embargo. You know, you must arm yourself to the max. Why would you carry a Glock to work? But people are doing it. Look at the post office and the thing they went through. Next, you try to figure out who is the most likeliest person in your company that's going to go bonkers and berserk. Okay? You understand? You're laughing.
You already know someone.
I already got it.
Okay.
And he's put a wall up between his desk and his.
And it goes on to say, any person can be that person. Layoffs. Oh, it's like putting a bullet through people's foot. Layoffs. Downsizing. These terms right now are sending willies through our society. Especially the people in the middle income bracket. We're losing it. Okay. All of a sudden, the day of layoff emerging hits your company. You look at the faces of your fellow employees and you see anger and fear. Again, your imagination runs wild. Okay? Okay. You're in total shock when you find out who's been laid off. But some of the most quiet people that you see, mundane, these are the ones that come back and take you out. Okay? You make your way to the bathroom and you arm yourself. The trip to your car is demanding because you don't know who's in that parking lot. 32% of all the crimes that's happening in this country happen in the parking lot. The parking lot is kind of where they actually pick up to knock you off. Okay? The parking lot. 20% of them have been inside buildings. Okay? Don't forget to watch and make yourself aware of who you are, where you're going, and who's following you. Because he may not like you or you speaking. That's the way it goes. It doesn't take anything of great value to set some people off. Okay? Here we go. You shut off the alarms in your car. You take off the steering wheel lock. You start the car and you commute. Meanwhile, plastic smiles and all the afternoon drink is in the angry, frustrated greet you on your trip home. Most people, they go to a bar 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. They amp up even more. Look at how people cut people off today in traffic.
Terrible.
It's terrible, isn't it?
Terrible.
And they don't even look back.
Nope, they keep going. I had one just do it
Yesterday on Highway 80
Get on the freeway.
at 5:30 in the
That's when you
afternoon,
have it.
5:45, we're all booking along at 21 miles an hour. Whoa, 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 whoa. This lady cut this guy off. He runs into her with his brand new plastic Mercedes-Benz that's held together by plastic clips. Okay. And the guy jumps out of his car. He starts kicking this lady's car. He kicked every dent and every door in that car. Here we go with this thing, psychologically aggressiveness again. And we live with this along with whatever we live with in our normal lives. Just think what you're trying to do. The two of you are trying to make a life. You're trying to get things going. You're working every day. Am I right?
Well.
Lady behind you, she got some long days. I know about her. So I don't know what your mental condition is when you go home. You're probably saying, just let me get home. Lord, don't let it know in you, Kawana. Lord, don't let anything happen to me. Lord, have mercy. And here comes this fool right around you in front of you, and you got your kids in the car because you haul your kids every day. This is what we're talking about. This book puts everything right into the scope of things. If you ever want to see poverty, go into the Adirondack Mountains. Go into any of that stuff that runs the eastern seaboard. Virginia, you'll see poverty like never. You'll see anger, you'll see centuries of frustration. And you say, well, what are we doing about this? There's nothing we can do. Okay, one of the things I like to say, women, I love women. I really do. God knows. Lest that I cast my soul in sin and degradation, tarnish my body.
That's the only verse she knows. Right, Kawana?
That's your only verse.
For the working parents, okay, on a serious note, 52% of all the working force is single mothers with latchkey kids. That's a very high number. That's very high. 52% of the working parents, single mothers. You know, the day goes on. Latchkey kids number in the millions. Problems continue to escalate. The winds of change. Here we go with that cliche again. The winds of change. Sometimes I wonder about the mental and psychological level of people on the job and how some of them cope. Violence, anger, frustration, and all the negative elements that plague us daily while we're working the job is here to stay. All I can say, we must live with a little hope that things will someday get better. And the book is not all about negativity. The book is about common sense. The book is about hope. The book is about emotion. The book is about what we endeavor in life to be. You know, it goes on. And really, not speaking positive, thoughts and a little quality time is, and hope is all we have left. When you get home, what's the first thing you do? I need a little quality time. I hope you have a nice day today. Don't bite my head off when I walk through the door. Give me a kiss. Put your arms around me. You know, pat her on the butt or something like that. Do something that says you care. You know. I love you is the simplicity of all things. You know, how was your day? Not walking and growling. The average man, he puts on this great facade, bastard, you know. He likes this macho thing we have in our lives is destructive. Oh, baby, I worked so hard today. Get me a drink, make my dinner. I'll be on the couch. wondering what the hell is going on here. 50-50. This thing's 50-50. But the male bastard has his head up his ass, I'm going to be honest with you. That's where they got most of them. I have to stop by the bar before I go home. I got to get right before. By the time he gets home, he's half plastered, you know. Well, she's standing in a negligee on, woo, you know. But she's got something seductive on. He's smelling like liquor and smoke, you know, and whoever's done hugged him, you know. Think about the other person who's conversating to you. But this is the way our lives are going. You know, we can't, no man is an island, so to speak. No man is an island. Now, if somebody's standing in a negligee, I'm going to go, oh, Lord, have mercy, you know, to the shower. Seriously speaking, you ain't got to wait on me. The hell with the drinking, but at the same time, what you're doing, you're fostering a relationship that is in concrete, and you're fostering a relationship that's going to survive. Because if you don't work at it, then it will never work. And two people have to work at it. Woman sitting there, she's taking care of your damn kids, they're growing up, the testosterone is flowing, you know, and you're looking at them like, where'd my baby go? Your baby ain't your baby no more. And mothers and sons are synonymous with some of the greatest problems in our society. Mothers and sons. When that dude gets 21 years old, he out there like a fly after fly paper. You know, just hope he don't get caught. And they're not, you know what their brains are. We won't go there. Yeah. Brains in the booty. You know, tell you like it is. You know, and that puts a lot of pressure, especially on a mother who's going through all this stuff, downsizing and transcending and all this other stuff. You know, now the other side of that coin is, if you knock the hell out of him, he puts you in jail sometime. See, that's the sad part about our society. So discipline and love and all this stuff. But see, the man makes the woman responsible for that. And he's the man in a lot of cases. So, you know, and here we go again, going back to stress and love and endearment and truth. Your woman know when you've been with somebody. They can smell it. It's like, woo! You know? Who is she? You know? Honesty and diligence and dignity and respect. All of this stuff that we're talking about in this book, all this really bad crap, you can negate a lot of that just by being yourself. Mom's maybe, oh, God knows her. She looked like, oof. You gotta know, Mom, you know who Mom's maybe were. Mom's was a trip, wasn't she? You're laughing. And I'm not just picking on you.
No, it's okay.
Where's the rest of the men?
It's all right.
You understand what Mom's was a trip, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
She told it like it is. Baby, I'm going out and get me a young man, have him strap me down tonight. And I'll be walking wide-legged tomorrow. You hear me? The point of the matter is we have to alleviate stress. Caring, this book is talking about caring, especially women with latchkey kids, single mothers. You know, and a lot of them can't get college loans anymore because the damn Republicans are coming into being. And all this stuff, that religious crap they're teaching. And I call it that because this is what it is. It's all about money again. It's not about you or me. This whole book, life is so infinite. It's so important that I want people to read this book. Thoughts of a Common Man, I dedicate this book to my ex, number 1, Sheila, and my ex, number 2. My children, Lauren, Lamal, Lyndon, and Jill from 7 West. She died of cancer about 15 years ago. And She was the war clerk at St. Mary's. I have never seen a person in my whole life who didn't care for people like she did. She cared a lot. She did everything in her life, even though she was sick for people. Ellen, she's passed on. Joyce, she's passed on. There's only two people, Severa and Cynthia, friends of mine at St. Mary's, and Melody. Out of all these people, there's only three that are left. And they made a lasting impression on my life. And lastly, Professor 21. There was this one person who read books all the time like this. Chief, I got your book, and you're out there, man. You know. But he said to me, he's a professor at USC right now, and it was a good thing to know that somebody of that character thought my book was good. And I want everybody here to help me pass this book on, because it's good. And in the end here, we're on 101 now, moving toward the Golden Gate Bridge, which is a very pleasant drive once you get into on the Golden Gate, if the fog is not there. Meanwhile, you brave all the ignorant MOF, you know, that are out there, and you get ready to get out there, and you go through the toll gate, and you look at where you're going to go. If you're tired, if you're fatigued, the drive is horrible. That 101 drive is horrible. And it explains a lot in here about commuting. Commuting is one of the biggest beasts we have in our life. Commuting is 21% of your work week is commuting. And with the advent of houses in Solano, Sacramento, Modesto, there's 180,000 people a day commute. Just coming into cities. 180,000.
There's 230,000 vehicles that go across the Bay Bridge every day.
230,000.
That's actually published last week. Yeah.
That is a lot of driving. That is a lot of time. So this book statistically is very correct. I did some hardcore research on it. And believe it, you'll love it. And here's a picture of this guy on the back. You know.
Yeah.
The small picture.
I like clothes.
And cars.
And cars. Just built me a new 200-mile-per-hour super gas Mustang.
Well, all right.
And I went to the school down in Phoenix 2 months ago, and they said, well, you have to go 200 miles per hour. I went 199.77. Alcohol drinks. I felt like I was in heaven. I was having an orgasm.
So how many tickets have you gotten over your life?
4. One of them for 150 miles an hour. I was on my motorcycle coming down Interstate 5. I have a Vance & Hine road race bike, you know, one of the original Vance & Hine bikes. 108 horsepower, I think. Yeah. So I quit.
You know Ken.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, Charles.
How you doing?
You're a celebrity now, huh?
All that. Quarter man. Yeah, have a seat.
Thank you.
So, yeah. My dream is to have people to pass the book on, because it has a lot in it, you know. And I've been married twice, and I said to myself, I had this girlfriend not too long ago, and we woke up in the morning, and she said, I want to get married. I'm going, oh! You know what I was doing? One of these numbers here, the curse.
I told you about the 90-day rule.
Yeah. How have you been doing?
Good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going, oh, Lord, have mercy. What happened? Somebody throw hot water on me or something?
Next relationship.
Oh, no, no more marriage for me.
No, I said next relationship. No
Oh,
marriage.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no more marriage. I want everybody, I thank you for coming out. I hope you've had a good time.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.